Okay, hello. This is Carolyn Ritter-Watson. Welcome to another Entrepreneurial Speaks and Shopping session. I'm your host and purpose pusher, just giving you that little nudge and pushing you into your God-given purpose. And today is our small business spotlight, where we feature, interview, and give shout outs to small business and small business owners. And so today we are featuring Ruthy Watson. And she is an assistant professor at St. Joe's University, and she will be sharing on her denim apparel and accessory business. And I think it's for women and children. And Ruthy also is an expert on health and wellness, so she may or may not talk about that. That's up to her. And physical fitness, and we all need that information, right? So today I am going to Ruthy's going to come on a little later on. First, I want to give you a little more information about me and my business tree, is what I like to call it. So I am Carolyn Ritter-Watson, like I said, and I am an entrepreneur. I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm a radio host, and I wear many, many hats. I'm also the founder of the Tears Movement, and that includes the Tears to Breakthrough Virtual Conference Center and retreats and workshops. And yeah, so I stay pretty busy. But I also have an apparel line. Well, I have a Shop for a Cause business. So I want to tell you quickly about my Shop for a Cause business. The Shop for a Cause business is Layla Simone. Shop for a Cause is named after my granddaughter, Layla, 11-year-old granddaughter. She's my business partner. I'm teaching her entrepreneurship because we are called to leave a legacy to our children and to our children's children. And so I just love women in business. And I love teaching the young ladies business. So I'm teaching my little Layla entrepreneurship. So I call her my co-founder and owner as well. And we stand on, guilt-free shopping, because you're shopping with a purpose and for a cause. And the cause is simply women in crisis. So we are not a nonprofit, but we support nonprofits that support women in crisis. For example, organizations that raise awareness and maybe research for breast cancer, and domestic violence shelters and other organizations as well. But the focus is always women in crisis. And so Layla Simone has an apparel line, as I said, and we stand on the Proverbs 31 woman. She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. When she speaks, her words are wise, and she gives instructions with kindness. So today I want to show you a few things from our apparel line. And if you want to purchase anything, I'm going to also add the link to this video. That way you can go to the website and check out the sizes and the different colors that everything comes in, and place your order. So I'm going to actually start with our Proverbs 31 signature shirt. Now this shirt, if you can see, let me see how I can do this. Okay, this is the Proverbs 31. And if you can see it, it's a very nice fabric, lightweight. And it starts, it's kind of flary at the top, if you can see that, like a flare sleeve. Let me see. But then it kind of slims at the bottom. I'm going to bring it closer because I want you to see some of the detail, if you can see the detail of if you can see on the arm that actually has the Proverbs. It's just kind of small where it shows me. So I'm trying to figure out how to put this in there. Okay. If you can see the detail on the arm, it actually has the Proverbs 31. And so this is our signature shirt. This actually kind of started the Shop for a Cause, Layla Simone Shop for a Cause. This was the first shirt that we started designing and selling. And so that's one. And then here is our Blessed. It's kind of the same type of style with the sleeves are kind of flare, but then it slims out. You can see that. And this is the blessed. So it has a little blessed design on it. It doesn't raise, so it's not raised. It's like actually designed in the shirt, in the tee. So that's our blessed. And then I have, of course, you guys see, this is one of my favorite, our Walk by Faith. If you can see our Walk by Faith tee. Okay. And lastly, we have a Walk by Faith denim jacket. So this is our Walk by Faith famous denim jacket. It's pretty good. Let's see if I can get it closer so you can see it. It's pretty thick actually. So it's a great jacket for this time of year. And in the back, it has Walk by Faith. I don't know if you can see this jacket. Yeah, Walk by Faith with the red bottom heels. That's also our signature, our Walk by Faith line. That was the second thing that we designed, the Walk by Faith with the heels, red bottoms, some of the other colors. So that is what we have from the Leah Simone Shop for a Cause apparel line. So I will actually put the link later on in with the video or post it in the group so that you can go to the website and, you know, just look at the different sizes and colors that everything comes in. And you can shop until you drop. Okay, so the next thing that we will be doing is our, let's see what's next on the agenda. Next is the confession. I like to do a confession. And let me just, before I do the confession, I want to tell you the whole purpose of this Entrepreneur Speaks and Shopping session. It's because I mentor to women from all walks of life, and a lot of the women that I mentor are women who are starting over. So they might have been in a domestic violence situation and ended up in a shelter, or they might have been on a job for 20 years and have to find themselves having to start all over again. They might have been divorced and have to start all over again. And one of the things that we talk about is, you know, just getting back into the world and getting back into the workplace. And also that includes entrepreneurship, because there's other ways of making money than just the traditional 9-to-5. And so this is one way that they have an opportunity to see women that are running different types of businesses and give them, you know, kind of get their creative juices flowing and see if entrepreneurship is for them. And then on the other side of that is other women have come to me and say, listen, I want to support. So I want to support. I want to be able to shop. I want to be able to, you know, show my support. And so we come together and we collab. There's no hateration. We collaborate, we congratulate, and that's what we're all about here. And so that's the whole purpose of this Entrepreneur Speaks and Shopping session. We have to support our sisters in business and in life. That's what we're all about here. So with that said, we're going to do our confession. Confession is good for the soul. And so, all right. So if you want to follow along, you can. And it goes like this. Let me get this. Okay, I don't want to miss anything. Okay. Thank you, Father, for being the author and finisher of my faith. And I thank you for my God-given assignment on this earth, because we know we all have one, right? There will never be another me, and no one can do it like me. I am unique and powerful, and I accept my unique assignment on this earth. I understand that my success in my difference from everyone else today. I understand that my words have power, and I shall have what I say. I declare and decree that I am a winner and not a loser. I am a child of God, and in the end, I win. I no longer allow the world to define me. People favor me and go out of their way to help me. Therefore, I am not concerned about my haters, because I realize that haters hate up. I am on top. I will do all that I can, trusting you, God, to do the rest. I declare and decree that it is you, God, who gives me the power to get wealth. I thank you, Lord, that I am a lender and no longer a borrower. I am on top, never on the bottom. Father God, I am created in your image and likeness, and I have creative ability and financial intelligence. We have financial intelligence.
Mhm.
I thank you, Father, that what I am anointed to do, I can get paid to do. I believe and receive this confession as I cancel every financial blockage, plot, and plan of the enemy in my finances. In Jesus' name, I seal this confession and I call it done. Amen.
Amen.
That's our confession. And so the tip of the day is that I like to give tips. God has given you a vision. He has given you a dream. He's given I always say that each and every one of us has a specific assignment on this earth that nobody else can complete. Even if they're doing something similar, doesn't matter. Nobody's going to do it like you. And so, what are you going to do with the assignment that God has given you? It's yours because he gave it to you. God has called you to be a change agent in this world. What has he called you to change? Know that, only you can change it because it's your unique assignment. And so then I have a quote from Harriet Tubman. I thought this was interesting. And it goes like this: every dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion passion to reach for the stars and change the world. You have the power. You have the power. And with that said, I'm going to now turn it over to our presenter, our entrepreneur of today. She is our featured entrepreneur, Ruthy Watson. Hi, Ruthy. How are you?
Hi, Carolyn. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
I'm excited to have you. You have so much going on, and we would love to hear all about it. And so I'm going to just start off by asking you to tell us about yourself and how did you get started in business?
Wow. Okay. So I am actually a native Philadelphian, but I left to go to college. I left Philly to go to college to Pittsburgh, and then from Pittsburgh, I actually lived in South Florida, and I moved to Florida, and that was where I kind of got my start in fitness. So let me back up a little bit.
Okay.
When I lived in Pittsburgh, I've always been one of those kind of physically active people. So I always loved to, I have 5 brothers, so I used to try to play basketball with them. I tried to play basketball with them, but I really wasn't any good. When I was in Pittsburgh, then in college, I used to play tennis and volleyball. And then I got started in aerobics. And I found out that I loved taking aerobic classes and decided that, maybe I might want to try to do this, be an aerobic teacher.
Oh.
And so one of my aerobic, yeah.
Good.
So my aerobic instructor was actually leaving to take a full-time job, and she said to me, "You should do this."
Wow.
And I thought, well, I don't know, but I tried it, and all of a sudden, that was my start into fitness and exercise and wellness, and ultimately entrepreneurship. Because when I left Pittsburgh, I decided that it was too cold up north, up here, and I went to Florida for the sunshine and the hot weather.
Right.
But when I got to Florida, when I got to Florida, I found out that people were teaching aerobics and making a living doing it. So that, that was my departure away from that 9 to 5, because I felt like if they could do it, so could I.
Right.
And so, it was doing something that I loved, which was exercising all day long, and then getting and motivating other people to exercise and having fun with it.
Yes.
And so I thought, if they could do it, so could I. And it turned out to be very, very, a lot of fun and profitable. I was able to actually be self-employed in that way for about 12 years in Florida.
Wow.
Yeah. And so not only did I do group exercise, I worked at, a couple different spas. I started working at spas and health clubs just as an independent contractor. And then I started a boot camp. And that was how I got into personal training. And it was boot camp for brides. How about that?
Wow. That's nice.
Yeah.
I love it. So there's
And
so
it was,
many things that we can do. You know what I love though? I love Zumba.
okay.
And so addictive. I love Zumba.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah. And let me tell you about Zumba. The guy who created Zumba, when Zumba first came out, he was in South Florida, and I took a master class with him.
oh wow.
When Zumba was just being introduced. So I did a workout with him, and I don't know if you remember Billy Blanks.
Yes, I love Billy Blanks. I used to do his.
Cabo?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Okay, I did a workout with him too.
Wow.
Way back in South Florida when he came out.
Wow.
And so, and one thing, those guys all inspired me to say, okay, if they can do it, so can I.
Right. Wow. I love it.
Mm-hmm. And so I did that for a while. I did boot camp for brides, was all about people getting ready to get married. And those brides, when they get in those dresses,
Yes.
I said, those brides are stressed out, so I channel all that energy into a good workout.
Wow.
And had a great time with that. I did that for about 4 years before I decided to actually change it from brides just to what I call Ruthy's boot camps, because I started getting people who wanted to work out with me that weren't getting married. And they were like, please, can I work out with you? I was like, sure, why not? And so I did that before I decided to go back to school and get my graduate degrees in health promotion and community health education and public health. So I did that. But initially, the reason why I went back to school was to be more credentialed for my business.
Sure.
I wanted to, when I saw I knew a lot of the big exercise pros from going to conferences and meeting those, and they all had like advanced degrees. And I thought, okay, I want to do that too, because I want that credential. I want that respect that comes with the degree.
Sure. That makes sense.
And so that was how I decided to go back to graduate school. And I went for exercise science, but I ended up in public health.
Wow.
Because I felt like there was more to health than just exercise.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, so the health promotion part of it is all about just encouraging people to be healthy. That's what health promotion is. All those little campaigns about, using the Fitbit and Walk for Health, and all of that is health promotion. And so I wanted to do that. I wanted to really, I felt like I could be more effective at, in teaching people how to be healthy and making sure that they knew it was more than just exercise. That is a total package of exercise, nutrition, stress management, all of that, getting all those screenings and stuff, knowing your family background. That's what really health and wellness is all about. So I wanted to really be on that end of it. And so after I got my degree, I started teaching in higher ed, but then I've always done something on the entrepreneurial area, because I always felt like I wanted to be my own boss. I felt like, I could do this. And so I did a couple things when I was in Pittsburgh. I sold lingerie.
Okay.
And it was a direct sales company called Undercoverwear.
Wow. Okay.
And yeah, and we used to have
lingerie personally, so
yeah, and I had lingerie parties at people's houses. So I'd take all my stuff, and women, we'd all sit around and eat, drink, and be merry, and try on lingerie and sell it. And I had a lot of fun with that. I even at one point had my own little team of consultants. Wow. And so had a lot of fun. Some personal circumstances, though, ended up in me having to put that to the side and going back into the 9-to-5 workforce for a while.
Okay.
But again, when I was in Florida, I went straight into exercise, and that was it. It was the entrepreneurial thing there. And then I found out about a nutrition company called Wild Tree, and it was organic and natural foods. And I did that. I started that in 2013 and had a lot of fun because I just decided I developed this passion for cooking. And
nice.
Yeah, and so I have been having fun with that, going to cooking classes and learning how to cook good food, really good food.
That's what's important, cooking good food. Like I tell people all the time, like my husband and I, well, I do most of the cooking. Really, in the beginning, he did a lot of cooking, but he was frying stuff and like it not work. But I always believe that God created our bodies to heal itself, and so for that reason, I never got in the habit of taking medication. Like now, I kind of take like the low dosage aspirins every once in a while. But other than that, I really don't take medication. And so when we first got married, he took every medication I think was known to man. And I proved the point that I always made because I immediately started juicing with him and getting him fresh organic vegetables and cooking for him. So that's how I ended up starting to cook instead of him cooking. But and first he frowned up about it, but as he started feeling better, he got all into it to the point where he's like, "You're not going to juice today?" Because sometimes I don't feel like juicing. So now he's all into it. And he is no longer on any of that medication other than his every once in a while his asthma inhaler.
And that's exactly what I believe. I believe really, Hippocrates said, "Let food be thy medicine." And so that is really what I believe is that if you eat good food, number one, if you eat good food, you don't have to eat a lot of it to be satisfied.
True.
Because it is so, it's really good and it's filling and it has all those nutrients that we need. And so a lot of what we know is that a lot of diseases right now are lifestyle related due to bad diets. And it's incredible to find out that people right now still don't know about what really constitutes good nutrition.
Right.
They really don't understand. And so that's something that I still do teach a lot and I talk about a lot. And again,
not to interrupt you, but your taste buds, if you're accustomed to eating all of that stuff, your taste buds are so tainted because that was my husband. He's like, "Well, this needs more seasoning." No, honey, it doesn't need more. He would always say, "I'm not full." Well, all of that has changed now because he's used to eating more quality foods.
Right.
And it makes all the difference in the world.
It sure does. It makes a ton of difference. And so that's really what I try to emphasize. And one of my mottos is if you're going to eat bad food, then eat really good bad food.
Yeah, so, that's right. That's true.
If you're going to eat some cake or something, eat some really good chocolate cake. Don't eat the cheap chocolate cake. Eat it good. You might, because then that way, again, you will taste it. And one of the things, Carolyn, is that once we wean ourselves off of the bad foods, and our bodies tend to go through a type of withdrawal.
Sure, of course it does.
From all the chemicals that are in the food right now that have really made us kind of addicted to it. But once we wean ourselves off of that, if you wean yourself off of sugar, processed sugar, if you eat something that's really sweet, you'll notice it and you'll be like, you won't want that.
Right away, right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's really, that's awesome. Really what I've tried to do, and what I've been doing lately. And so just recently, I just decided that I wanted to do something different. I am a big, I think as I've gotten older, I've started shopping more, but I wanted to do more of the resale, and I wanted to really find something that I could have fun with. And so the idea for doing my denim business came to me when I was in South Florida last Christmas, and I was with a friend of mine. And no, that was spring break. I'm sorry. And we were looking for denim jackets and couldn't find them. Mm-hmm. And so when I got back home, I was watching a TV show, And a woman said that she basically would go to thrift stores and do the bag sales, where you put everything in the bag and you get it for $5.
Right.
And
Wow.
she was saying that she would go to the thrift stores and buy everything from in a bag, put these outfits together, and then resell them and make money off of it. And I go, and
Ding,
she was
ding,
doing,
ding, ding, ding.
yeah, that was my light. That was my light bulb, my aha moment. And she was
Love
doing
it.
it through. She was doing it through an app, and I go, okay, I don't need an app to do this.
That's right.
I'm going to do this, me and
That's right.
my people. And so I just, I got that idea. The concept came to me instantly, for denim, how I wanted to do it. It all just fell into place, and I feel like it was God given because it
Yeah.
just all came together
Love
so quickly, and I am so having so much fun. And so my business is called Denim on a Dime.
Okay.
And so it's all about getting denim pieces, one of a kind denim pieces made. Everything that I have, usually I have one of them, and I have one size, whatever size that is.
Okay.
But everything, it's like a $10 price point. So
Wow.
there's nothing that I have that is more than $20.
Wow.
But it's all good quality. I have, for people that like specific brands, I have a lot of the popular brands, the designers. And the cool thing is that even as I do this, I'm starting to learn how to do even more things. Like I'm starting to learn how to distress jeans. I'm learning, my creative juices now are flowing as I add things and, decorate some of my pieces.
Wow.
And then my sister is helping me. She decorates. She's done some things. We decorate these pieces and then we resell them, and we have the best fun.
Love it.
It's
That's
really,
a perfect example right there. When I'm mentoring women, there's so much that we can do. First of all, we're naturally creative.
Yeah.
And just do what you love. Now look at that. Now that's amazing. That's amazing right there. That is amazing. Yeah. So the more you get into it, the more you are into it. So now you're saying that you actually start learning different things like distressing the denim, doing different things. That's awesome. That is so awesome. I love it.
Yeah, and it's been fun. As I travel a lot. So as I travel now, I'm just kind of zeroing in on people in their denim. I'm looking at them. I'm kind of close and checking out the designs and making mental notes like, okay, I might want to try that. And so it's really, really exciting. But
well, you're fading away. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. I was like, she's fading away. All right.
Oh, okay.
I love that. So that is awesome. I love it. So do you have any pieces that you would like to show us or?
Sure. You know what? Okay, so I'm going to kind of move around a little bit. So I have, here's a skirt, a really cool skirt. And so I even have gotten into like the accessory thing too, so I add like a little accessory. This belt, yeah. So, animal prints are big. People love animal prints.
Yes.
And so this is just a black denim skirt. Wow. And I added I don't know if you can see that butterfly.
Butterfly, it's so cute.
Yeah, so I added the butterfly applique and then the belt, because every good skirt needs a belt.
Needs a belt, that's right.
And that's a real leather, kind of a leopard print.
That's a
small
nice
tiger print belt right there. And so this skirt right here is $10, period.
Wow.
This is a denim skirt, and it is Old Navy. So it's an Old Navy denim skirt. It's a size 16. The belt is $5.
Okay.
And so this together then it would be $15 together, but the skirt itself is $10.
Now you can't beat that. That is nice. Wow.
And so another thing that I have is, here's another cute little jacket. So this is a jacket with the bling around the collar. Can you see that? Around the collar, and then around the sleeves, the cuffs.
Okay.
Right there. And then so that's an extra large. And what I'm finding is, I want to make sure they have sizes for everybody. I want to make sure that I have big, small, in between. I want to make sure that I can have something for everybody. And so this is this jacket, all of our jackets are $20. We don't there's no jacket that is more than $20, even as much detail as they might have.
Right.
Nothing is less. Nothing is more than $20.
Wow.
And then let me tell you one more thing. It's a cute little dress. It's a strapless dress.
Okay. Oh, cute.
And strapless dress. You know, you throw a jacket over that, and
That is so cute. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And then what I'm seeing now too is that you can make this. You can put a t-shirt on this.
Your voice is faded.
I might have my hand on.
Yeah.
Speaker. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I'll let you know if you fade away.
Okay, so you can put this. Yeah, you can put this dress on over a t-shirt, and then also you have an outfit, you know, for the for fall.
That's right.
For winter. Put it on with a jacket. It goes out at night. I have just a great selection.
I love it.
And then I even have some accessories. Who doesn't need a hat?
Oh, okay. Because you know people love hats. That is so cute.
Yeah, a little ball cap, you know, especially when it gets chilly. Little ball cap. And I think, so here's a really cool jacket. This is a nice little denim jacket.
Oh, that's really cute. Oh, look at that.
It's got buckles on the sleeves. And that's the back of it. Yeah, so that's Allenby, and that is like a petite small. But we have this little crop jacket again.
Right.
You can, you know, most find plain denim jackets for less. Plain denim jackets, you can't find them for less than $25, even at Target.
Right. Oh, that's true.
So,
right.
I feel like I've created kind of that affordability feature for people that want stylish denim clothing, but still, you know, don't want to pay an arm and a leg for it.
Right. I love it. That is so amazing. And so do you have a studio or a store, or do you go to people's homes, or how does it work? How do you
Okay, so what I'm doing, so I do have a website right now. I have things up on my website.
Okay.
And my website is denimonadime.com.
Okay.
And so I have a store there where people can shop from what's on there. But I also right now I go to different events.
Okay.
And I'm a vendor in various events. I am looking at one of the future offerings I'm looking at is something new that I'm calling distressing parties. So women can, you know, you get a group of girlfriends together at home, and I bring the denim, you buy the denim, and then I kind of show you how to distress it. You do what you want. So you got your own personalized outfit or you know, a clothing item that you've done. And the jeans, all of our jeans are $10. And our jeans are 10, our skirts are 10, our jackets are 20, and then we also have vests. But let me show you real quick a pair of jeans. I didn't think that I would be doing this, so I'm sorry if I seem a little unorganized. But here's a pair. These are some distressed jeans.
Okay.
And they're just, you know, you're long. They're called Almost Famous. They already have some design on them. But what we can do is we have a lot of plain pieces that we can, here's another cute pair with some bling on them.
Okay, wow.
Right there. And then on the pockets, really cool pocket design. So my sister and I are actually thinking, you know, going to be starting these parties where, again, women can buy, you know, we'll bring you some plain pieces based on what sizes you need. We'll bring a collection to you, show you how to bling them out, show you how to distress them, whatever you want to do to make it your own. You know, nothing's better than doing something and knowing that this is yours.
This is
You know,
yours. That's right.
nobody's gonna be walking down the street in it because it's yours. It's your design.
I love it. That is amazing. That's wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you. So that really is it. And so yeah, right now, if people want to come by and do like a personal showing, I can arrange that.
Okay.
But again, we're out and about right now. We'll be out today. We'll be in Philly at Sip Shop and Massage on Chew Avenue at the Omni Art Center.
Okay.
Next week we're out here. We do a combination of events, flea markets, fashion shows, depending on what it is that's going on. So we do one event every weekend, basically.
Oh, good. So if you so I know you gave your website. What about an email? Can people email you if they have? Do you have an email that you want to give?
Yeah. So my email is Ruthy, Ruthy, at denimonadime.com.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh, it's been such
and
a
then we're
pleasure.
on, and so we're on Twitter and also Instagram at Denim Ruthy.
Okay, so Twitter, Instagram, and then what about Facebook or
Facebook? Yeah, Facebook is Denim on a Dime.
Okay.
And then the only other two, so Facebook is Denim on a Dime. The website is denimonadime.com. And then Instagram and Twitter are Denim Ruthy.
Awesome. Oh, Ruthy, thank you so much for joining us. I love it. And this is what I'm talking about, all of this creativity. I love it. There's so much that we can do. I always say no limits, no boundaries.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, and like you said, there's one thing that you're appointed to do, that you're supposed to do, and nobody can do it.
Nobody can do it.
And so I just keep finding things that all of a sudden I feel like, oh, you know, I'm supposed to be doing this.
Wow.
And so I'm one of those people that just kind of jumps head in. I've had the benefit of being in direct sales, so I've been able to draw on that experience.
Sure, right.
I'm also learning still. I continue, you know, it's always a learning process.
Life is full of experiences. We have to continue to learn because, you know, everything is always evolving and changing. And so we can never just stop. You have to continue to learn. Right. So what advice would you want to give to the viewers today? Do you have any advice or tips that you would like to give them?
So I would say really, just don't give up. You know, don't give up and just keep learning. You know, keep learning and keep trying. Failure is not a bad thing. Failure helps us to learn what we need to do better. It helps us evaluate our strengths. Always try to learn from what went wrong, you know, because, and own up to what you did, you know, because if we can own it, then we can fix it. But so many times if we don't own it, then we tend to want to shift it to somebody else and look at other things. You know, own it, and it's okay to own it. It really is.
Oh, I love it. And that's so true because we have to own it, identify where you went wrong, fix it, and move on.
Exactly. That's it.
Learn from every experience.
Keep going,
Learn from every experience, and you have to move on. So I love it. Well, this was a pleasure, and I'm so excited. And I will be seeing you on September the 23rd at the Independent Women event, and that's given by Nicole Byrne-Haynes. And so any of you who are in the Philadelphia area or tri-state area and want tickets, it's going to be an amazing event because we're going to have amazing women like Ruthy here. And we're going to also have, like, I know my granddaughter, like I said, I'm teaching her entrepreneurship. So we're going to even have the young ladies doing some things. And so it's going to be a wonderful day with women just, you know, encouraging women and supporting women. And that's what I stand for. We have to support each other.
Absolutely. And I'm excited about being there. And I look forward to speaking to everybody about, you know, the importance of our health and that sort of thing. So I'm excited about being there too. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. And I will see you on the 23rd. And I want to thank everybody who took the time to view this video and stop by today and, you know, look at some of my pieces from Layla Simone, Shop for a Cause, and Ruthy and all of her expertise. If you didn't get any nuggets today, I don't know. You should have learned a lot today because this was pretty good. So I thank you so much. And this was our Entrepreneur Speaks and Shopping session. And so I will see you all the next time.